Hello guys, RR Expert here. I'm gonna go long here. I wanted to go long here in these areas, but a little bit late to the party. What I'm doing, just looking at the 1 hour opening candle here, and just doing the same things. Go watch my previous videos if you want to know what I'm doing exactly. Just looking for a trade around the open and close of the either the 4 hour. Oh, sorry. Either the 4 hour or 1 hour. And so the downside of entering here now is you might want to put your stop loss all the way here. Yeah. And then if you would do that, so let's say we're gonna do that, you're gonna have a very big loss if it comes here, and you also have to aim for a lot. So we're not doing that. Yeah, so we're not doing that. So I'm gonna aim for this low here because I want to minimize my risk, and also I don't want to aim that high. Okay. Same principle. The candle opens here. Let me see. So the candle opens here, and this is why I'm saying look at the open and close. Sometimes I'm saying I'm looking at the open, but the fundamental thing about this model is you have to look at the open, or sorry, the close and the open. So you're looking around this time here. Yeah, when you're seeing this up move here, going up. You might want to enter and just do a 1 and 1. Eh? So if you would have seen this move here, let me see. Look how big this candle is, man. You could have entered here maybe if you saw this move going up. Exactly where the stop loss is. And you put your stop loss below the low, and then you aim 1 and 1, and it would have been a it would have been a win. Yeah. Okay. If you look at our entry from here, look at the price here, okay? If you look at the price, so it's, let's say 603. So this would be 10 handles, and it's like 20 handles. This is a lot, it's a lot. Let me move my stop loss a bit, because again, it's a big stop loss. This is not what I'm encouraging, but I want to also give you some more depth to these trades, because what you learn is you try to look for a trade here, so around the close and open, and then you're going to train yourself by journaling. So let me write that down, because so the first thing you do is you journal all your trades. So you would look for a trade here, and then you would say, okay, it hit my 1 and 1 target, and then you write down where did it go, If you would have entered here, for example, so you're just gonna observe the price. You don't need to be behind the charts. You can just come back later and say, okay, where did it go? Okay, it came all the way up here, and then it went down, and then you write down. So maybe, I don't know, it was a 1 and 4. Yeah. So this is how you journal. And obviously, when it's a loss, you write down it's a loss, and you also write down where the price went. So, for example, if it was just barely touching your stop loss, you're gonna write that down. So you're gonna write down SL was hit minus 1 on 3, and because if you write down stop loss was hit minus 1 on 8, well, then you're doing something wrong. Yeah. So just keep this in consideration. Yeah? So if it wrecks your stop loss, you're doing something wrong. That means you have to go back to the beginning of what I'm saying. And what is the beginning? The beginning is the 4 hour close and open. And so you have to wait like for almost like 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. Move my stop loss here. Again, I'm not looking at these gaps. Let me remove this. Not looking at gaps. I uploaded a video yesterday where I commented on one of ICT's videos. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. So what I'm doing is I'm screening it. Again, if you've been watching my videos, I'm always emphasizing look for wicks. So we're not seeing wicks. We're not seeing wicks. So that's so you're not going to have that extra confluence. But why am I going along? Is just because of this, this willingness, for the price to go up with this strength. Like this was at 10 o'clock Friday, If you look at the 5-minute chart here, we're seeing this, right? I'm gonna mark this. You see these 3 candles, like these 3 big candles. So I'm not saying this is what is really happening, but the way I'm thinking is like, yeah, there's gonna be some resistance here. So that's why it's doing this, coming down with this impulsive move. Okay? So again, that's this area here. So I'm looking at that. I'm saying, hey, might that be the reason of the price doing this? So that's why I'm not thinking, oh shit, the price is going to go down now. So I'm just, again, let me show you. You see these 3 candles here, like these big candles and the wicks are not big or small. Like you have a wick on the upside and kind of similar one here. So I'm expecting the price to do this here, I'm not just going to say, oh, I'm going to jump out. Again, this is not a model. I'm not saying when you see this on the 5-minute, go short here. That's not what I'm saying. But these are things that you need to observe. So for example, you see the price doing this, go to the higher time frames, And this is what I'm doing. I'm screening. So why is the price doing that? And immediately I'm thinking. I'm not saying it is a fact. I'm not saying, look, guys, I'm teaching you this. If this happens, then that. No, I'm just saying, why is it stalling there and why is it going down? Well, maybe because of this. And if this wasn't here, I would look here on the 50-minute charts and then here on the 30-minute charts, And I'm just screening and not making myself crazy with all these patterns and gaps. Yeah. And you can see here so many gaps. Let me see. And if it doesn't come in this one, then he will call this a breakaway gap. It's like, it's a nonsense. And here you could argue, yeah, but doesn't it respect all these gaps? Yeah, so what? It violated all these ones. Okay, let's see if we can do another one. So this is another perfect example that if you would have entered here and you would have aimed for maybe 1 on 2 or 1 on 3, the price would come down and then stop you out, And so if you look at the time here, it's 6:30 and this is almost around the hour. So I'm not saying, yeah, this is why you should not trade this, because this is now in hindsight. I can say, you see, guys, this is why I'm saying trade around the hour. But you're just being unlucky here, because this move is basically saying we want to go up, But, sometimes the market does this. It stops you out. So this is what you need to take in consideration. You know, sometimes you have losses, and don't be mad about this. You know, maybe I would be mad about this a bit. You know, but because if you get stopped out while it's gonna do this move, yeah, that's kind of sour. You know. Okay. So again, you journal where you entered, where you took profits, and where the price is going. And that's the only thing you're doing. I'm going to do a small scalp here with a slightly bigger stop loss. But that's the thing, you know. If you look at the high probability trades, and you enter later, the more you're into the candle, this hourly candle has been open for more than 20 minutes, things gonna be lower probability. Yeah. So you're gonna have situations where you're gonna have maybe a bigger stop loss because you just want to scalp that, that tiny bit, but there's going to be a risk involved. So if you're not experienced with what I'm doing and what I'm teaching you, do one trade here around the hour, and then go do something else. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying now, oh, I should have been in the trade. I don't care for that. Okay. I just want to scalp some of this, what I'm seeing here. You see this here. So these candles that are kind of equal to each other, you know, in size. Doesn't matter if they're wicks or bodies. Yeah? So I'm focusing on this on the 30-minute chart. I'm focusing on this now, and I see whether it wants to attack this or maybe wants to do a small retracement here. Again, I'm never claiming the price is going to come here or here. I'm just looking at this area and then going to the 15-second charts, because if you look, let's see if we can see. So if you watch this chart, okay, watch this one. Eh? So I'm going to go here with my mouse on the 30-minute. Look how much this is. So in this area, you might be able to do a short, you know, because there's probably going to be resistance in this area, but we're going to observe this. If it doesn't happen, no problem, because you did not enter. So that's always better than entering and losing. So I have this on my other screen as well. So I'm going to turn this into the 1 hour again, and then just watch my other screen and see what it is going to tell me. So I'm not seeing anything here. So we're seeing a strong down move and then here a strong up move, but I'm not seeing anything on the higher time frames for me to enter here. Yeah, so I'm not going to do anything. Yeah. And I want to reiterate, watch what's going on here. Yeah, so I said I'm looking at the 30-minute charts here, 50-minute charts, but it's the same thing, only a little bit more candles. So if my eyes are drawn to this, I'm going to keep focusing on this. If it does not come here, it goes down now, then I'm going to forget this and I'm going to look for the next thing, yeah? Just look at the candles, guys. Do not think in patterns. Don't think of these gaps. Don't think of these conspiracies. Just look at these candles. What are they doing? What are they telling you? And try to look for things that are repeating itself. It is a known fact that if there is no news, there might be opportunities here. Yeah. If there is news, it might just slam through it, But I mean, what's the time? It's 7:15 a.m. New York time. Yeah. Just as a tip, so when we talk about these kinds of areas, sometimes it just taps the lowest candle and then goes down. So if that happens, don't enter here the next time and say, oh, well, because it tapped on the lowest wick and then went down. Don't do that, because this is not high probability. This sometimes happens. Often it goes into these areas and then goes down for a scalp. And I apologize that I'm repeating myself, but I get a lot of DMs where people are claiming that I'm saying, because I said short or long, we're gonna go to the moon or we're gonna go to bottom. No, that's what I'm saying. When I talk in terms of long and short, I'm just talking about doing a simple scalp, max 1 and 3. On the 15-second chart, and I'm not saying, enter here, and then and we're gonna do these big moves on the 15-minute chart. No, this is where we do our trades. Okay, let's see. So when it does this, might this hold and then go up again? So let's see what it is gonna do. So just gonna explain to you what I'm thinking. So I was hoping for a strong move up. It doesn't. It did not go up. So no reason for me to enter here. Yeah. So and then I'm gonna forget about it and then look for the next thing. So it tried a second time here. That's why I entered. But yeah. Again, it was a profit, but I wasn't satisfied with the move. Because when it happened. So when I entered, I started hesitating because what I'm doing on my other screen. So this is the 1 minute. I'm doing this. You see this? I'm going to the 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You see this? And I'm seeing wicks also being created here, but also here. And when I entered, so I entered and then saw this instead of seeing it first and then saying, am I going to enter or not? So this was a lucky trade here. Yeah, this was a lucky trade. And this is how I screen it. It takes no more than 3 seconds. I'm doing this and looking for confluence. So I'm not looking for an entry model. I'm just trying to confirm my trade. So I'm doing this. Yeah. And sometimes you're lucky. And when we are lucky, we become happy, and we let go of this happiness. But when it's just barely a stop loss, and we don't forget about this, you know, this stays in our mind, and we make ourselves crazy. Don't make yourself crazy, guys. You see, very lucky here. And this is why you need to focus. Yeah. So when I'm talking, explaining things, I'm not following my own rules. So when it does this, it seems like it doesn't really want to go up. Then I might say, or I might think, hey, maybe we should look for a short now. So I'm gonna look for this, but I'm already seeing this up move, so I might be wrong. But let's have a look. Let's have a look. If it comes here somewhere in these areas and then rejects and go down, we might do a short. Okay. So we'll have our finger ready here. Yeah, so it's doing this. But let's see if the price wants to go down. Let me see, it's not a lot. Let me see if I can get... Yeah, nah, it's gonna be risky. I'm just gonna let it here. Yeah, so unlucky, we didn't get filled here. So I'm just gonna collapse the trade, you know. Yeah. These things happen, eh? And this is, in trading view, they're like mimicking real trading, you know. So you have like real spread. And this is also what happens if you're on your own account. But again, if it doesn't fill, I just collapse the trade. But as you can see, the price is going down, but it's not a problem. And you see, and this is not about being right or wrong. What I'm trying to convince you guys, just look at these charts. When I said just screen these, and what I said, I was hesitating, these wicks. But at the same time, we're not seeing a willingness for the price to go up. So you might reconsider your micro short bias, you know. And the reason I'm using the word micro is because we're trading on the 15-second chart. So we're not expecting very big moves like you see here, but we're just scalping some of these areas. Yeah. While it's doing this, it becomes harder and harder because, for example, here on the 5-minute, you see these wicks here, but also on the upside. Yeah. So be very careful when you see this. So this is very difficult to trade, but I want to show you the logic of one, what is happening, and two, if you want to trade, what you should be looking for. Yeah. Yeah, we're just unlucky here. Unlucky. This is just another example. If you would draw this line out, this gap is not going to tell you anything. There's no reason for you to draw this gap out. You can say, yeah, but it comes halfway point, or it comes here on the quarter points. No, guys. Yeah. Just read what the candles are doing and screen. Yeah. Look at wicks, look at bodies. Don't do anything crazy, guys. It's not, you're not like impressing your girlfriends, you know. You have to be very serious about these things. And don't try to be this interesting guy who now, you know, has decoded the algorithm or trading. Yeah, just keep it real. Look at these charts. Look at these candles. Oh, you know, when I say sometimes I have these arguments with my students, some of you have an idea of that trading is easy. It's not easy because this is you have to like look at all these charts here, you know. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. If you're not able to look at these charts in like 5 seconds, seeing what is happening, then you're not gonna have these good entries. Let me see. 1 minute. And even I am struggling. So the more the hour advances, the more I'm struggling to see what is going on. So it's not only about focus and being able to concentrate, but it's just this is what happens. So the further you want to be in this move, in these moves here. Yeah, so we did pretty good, you know, pretty good. You know, we knew at some point that we should be looking for a short here, but again, in hindsight, don't make yourself crazy, guys. You know, so even if you were right, I keep saying it, it's not about right or wrong, but it doesn't matter. Okay, guys, I hope you learned something in this video. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, because there's also bank holidays this week. If this is your first video that you're watching, also watch my previous videos. You know, you're gonna learn a lot from my videos. And if you want a one-on-one session, just DM me in Discord. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.